People want you to succeed, but often no more than they want to succeed for themselves. Stop overestimating others and underestimating yourself. You give power to someone you blame for your problems. Don't make one person the center of all your happiness. Don't make them the reason why you are happy, because once that person walks away from your life, you're left with nothing. When you feel like giving up, remember why you held on for so long in the first place. Never put relationships before your goals. You may lose them both. Anyone you love can die, anytime. Cherish them. Nothing is ever as easy as it seems. There is no better way to save yourself than saving money every day. Compound interest can do wonders. Things that will count: you, your health, and your achievements. You make the best decisions when in pain, because fear of experiencing the same pain again is the strongest motivator. Life has a way of working out, even when it seems impossible. You should never sacrifice what you could be for what you are. You don't have to prove anything to anyone, including yourself. You can fall in love more than once. You don't need to worry much when someone you love leaves you. Most of the time, it's for the good. You will have to make very practical decisions about what you want from life and what you're willing to give up. And if you don't make them, then life will make them for you. Good things do come to those who wait and suffer. It might take time and be a long and rough road, but it's completely and totally worth it. Your respect at most places is directly proportional to your bank balance. We cry over people, but what about time? Time is also never going to come back. Time is everything, and one day it will define you. At your life's darkest moments, you'll see the most clearly. The harder your past was, the more beautiful your future will be. Changes happen when we go against everything we're used to doing. Failure shows us the way by showing us what isn't the way. It's normal to feel bad after making the right decision. Never try to gain somebody's sympathy. The people who care about you will be there for you when you need them. You don't need to show them that you are their best friend. You can't make someone love you by giving them more of what they already don't appreciate. Most of the time, you have to swallow the pain and learn to grow up by yourself. No matter how nice and friendly you are, some people will dislike you, no matter what you do. Don't waste your time on them. Later often means never. Bad times are actually a boon, because they wake you up to the good things you never paid attention to. Money doesn't guarantee happiness, but poverty can bring significant challenges. Hiding from your problems won't make them disappear. Facing them is the only way to grow. Regrets can linger for a lifetime if you don't learn to forgive yourself and others. Sacrificing long-term joy for short-term pleasure is the easiest recipe for regret. Don't be scared to set boundaries in your relationships. If they walk away, it means you're better off without them. Life becomes easier when you learn to accept the apology you never got. By doing what everyone else does, you guarantee average results. Don't lose yourself by tolerating too much from the people you want to keep. Focus your attention on creating the life you want instead of distracting yourself from your current life. The first step towards getting somewhere is to decide you're not going to stay where you are. Slow success builds character. Fast success builds ego. If you don't separate yourself from your distractions will separate you from your goals. When your motives are sincere, it's not you who loses anyone. Rather, it's others who lose you. When you know yourself, you stop fearing missing out on things that are not meant for you. The easiest way to destroy your self-confidence is to constantly break the promises you make to yourself. When you blame someone else for your problems, you're giving them power over you. You're allowing them to define and dictate your happiness and well-being. Trusting blindly often leads to betrayal. The only person who needs to understand is you. Stop cheating on your future with your past. You grow as much as the amount of truth you're willing to accept about yourself without running away. All failures are temporary when you keep trying. Life gets better once you stop assuming you will always have more time later. Be proactive. Each day should be a step forward. The first to apologize is the bravest. The first to forgive is the strongest. The first to forget is the happiest. You may not lead a comfortable life with a single source of income. You need to build others. Most of the stuff you worry about never happens. You attract what you are. You want to attract better. Become better. No single thing will solve all your problems. No goal, no achievement, no relationship. No one will ever fix you. Show respect even to people who don't deserve it, not as a reflection of their character, but as a reflection of yours. Just because you miss someone doesn't mean you need them back in your life. Missing is a part of getting over. Before you are old, attend as many funerals as you can bear and listen. Nobody talks about the departed's achievements. The only thing people will remember is what kind of person you were while you were achieving. Have at least one person in your life who gives you honest opinions. A fool is known by his speech, and a wise man by silence. Wisdom thoroughly learned will never be forgotten. Don't try to cover your mistakes with false words. Rather, correct your mistakes with examination. It is good to be generous, benign, and magnanimous, but there's a limit, or you'll be taken for granted. Holding on to things will always make you more stressed. Sobriety is the strength of the soul, for it preserves its reason unclouded by passion. Concern should drive us into action and not into depression. Whatever you do, winning isn't everything, but you'll always win if you're satisfied that you put in the best performance you could. You set your own standards. Find your why. Your why is the foundation of your goals and provides meaning to your actions. It's the deep, personal reason that drives your ambitions. Taking responsibility for all of your problems alleviates more suffering than it creates. Friends are the companions on a journey who are to aid each other to persevere on the road to a happier life. Most men and women, by birth or nature, lack the means to advance in wealth and power, but all have the ability to advance in knowledge. Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. When you talk, you only repeat what you already know. If you listen, you may learn something. Never date a person you wouldn't also be friends with. Ignoring red flags because you want to see the good in people will cost you later. Peace does not mean being in a place where there is no noise, trouble, or hard work. It means to be in the midst of those things and still be calm in your heart. Avoid people who use their pain as an excuse to hurt you. The more hard lessons you can learn vicariously rather than through your own hard experience, the better. Healing also means taking an honest look at the role you play in your own suffering. Challenge yourself. It's the only path to growth. You may not realize this, but the people you love are your biggest weaknesses. What other people think of you is none of your business. Don't let people know too much about you. Most people don't care, and some secretly want you to fail. When you react, you lose power. Go where you are appreciated, not just tolerated. You'll be alone in the most difficult times of your life. These times will make you wise, mature, and fearless. No matter how nice or respectful you are, some people will still talk bad about you behind your back. When you're working for someone else's dream, you sacrifice your own. Fix your body before you fix anything else. Having a weak body is a reflection of your broken mind. It is a reflection of your lack of willpower, discipline, and your piss-poor life choices. Some disconnections will bless your life. When you find someone smarter than you, work with them. Don't get intimidated by them. No matter what good you do to people, they will only remember your mistakes. To reach somewhere, you need to leave something behind. It's best to leave things at the right time, otherwise, you are left with too many regrets and complaints.